Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Townie Makeover. So today we are making over the Bailey Moon family. So we're just starting on Thorn here, and they've got quite an interesting dynamic, this family. So if I read their family bio, it says Octavia Moon and Thorn Bailey are the power couple of the century. Octavia is the lyrical genius behind all of Thorn's greatest hits. Due to Thorn's most recent mishap on social media, his public image is starting to falter. His fans are starting to realise that Octavia is the real talent. Orange is their good-natured son, but due to his entire life of wanting for nothing, he is also a bit naive. So, it seems like Thorn has quite a bad reputation. He is a 4-star celebrity, but his reputation, as I say, is very, very poor. So it looks like this mishap, goodness knows what it is. It could literally be anything. I know that celebs sometimes can be a bit of a disaster, so goodness knows what he got into, but it really seems to have affected his reputation quite poorly. So his fans are starting to look to his wife now, Octavia, and they're starting to sort of make her into the celebrity. So she's a 3-star celebrity and she's got a good reputation. So I'm not sure how the marriage could hold up over something like this, but it'd be interesting to play them actually and just see where your storyline can go with this one. It's quite an interesting dynamic. But Thorn here, I decided to let his hair down a little bit. If he's going to have this bad boy reputation, I do kind of want him to look a little bit bad boy, so I tried to give him quite sort of dark clothing while at the same time trying to make him look quite well off, quite sort of in like he's in the limelight. He has got some celebrity quirks. He's a paparazzi darling, so paparazzi will follow him absolutely everywhere, so I can imagine he feels like he always has to look his absolute best. And he also has a stan, so that's somebody that sort of follows the celebrities around and gets all in their business. So a little bit creepy, it could be a little bit creepy, but who knows, I'm not sure who the stan is. It could be really anyone, couldn't it? In fact, him having a stan, it just reminds me so much of Urban Sim's Get Famous LP, where I think, I've forgotten the name, I think, is it Brielle, that's it, where Brielle is just absolutely obsessed with Thorn. So when I think of any Sims stanning Thorn, I can only think of Brielle from Urban Sim's Get Famous Let's Play. So his traits are self-assured, active, a music lover, and he's also dastardly, which is weird because his aspiration is a musical genius, and usually the dastardly trait comes with like your mischievous ambitions, your mischievous aspirations. So how he got the dastardly trait, I don't know. I can only imagine it's something which EA put in due to his bad reputation, but that means that he could be quite mischievous as well, which is interesting. So he is a level 6 musician, he's a serious musician, and Octavia is also a level 6 author, so they're sort of on the same level in terms of their careers. I imagined actually that Thorn would be a little bit higher up in the musician career, to say that he's a 4-star celebrity. Who knows, perhaps after his mishap in his career he has been demoted, so he could have been a higher level career, but now he has fallen down the ranks. So we're just making him over now, and I do give him sunglasses quite a lot because, as I say, he is a paparazzi darling, and I can imagine him just wanting to not hide from the paparazzi but just sort of sleuth past them if he needs to. And I put him in quite a nice hair actually for hot weather. It's this one here with this green bandana, and I do quite like that because he sort of doesn't quite look like himself, so I can imagine if he wants to go out for like a picnic or something with his family, he's not standing out too much. And when I was doing his winter wear, I had in mind this sort of polo necked suit jacket thing, and I just could not find it for the life of me. I could not find it. Does that ever happen to you, where you know exactly what it is that you're wanting in Create a Sim, this exact item of clothing, but you can never find it? It happens to me all the time and it's so frustrating. So I do skip ahead just a little bit. You might see the cut in a bit because it just does go on for quite a while. So we find it in the end though. It's this one, it's this sort of checkered jacket with this grey polo neck. I just really wanted him to wear that for his winter wear. Moving on to Octavia now. She is absolutely stunning. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. We do keep her look quite similar to what she is now, but I do get rid of the fringe. I give her sort of this quite wavy hair in the end, which I think looks really good. And I do give her a little beauty spot on her lip, and I give her a little gap on her teeth, which I just think make her look so cute, and she's so beautiful. And we do go for this sort of wavy hair here, which I think suits her really well. I like the middle parting on her. And I do already quite like the jumpsuit that she's already in for her everyday wear, but I do change it up. I give her like this beautiful sort of smart, this one here, this smart shirt, and I put it in orange because I imagine like it's a little bit cheesy and a little bit like obvious, but her son is called Orange, so I imagine like it's one of her favourite colours, so I do put her in like a lot of orange colours and some sort of reds as well. There's quite a lot of red, like rich colours in this, which I think really suit her as well. They really suit her complexion, so she looks absolutely stunning in this orange, this bright orange colour here. So Octavia, she is in level 6 of the author career. She's a short story writer. As we mentioned in the family bio, she writes all of Thorne's music, so it's sort of his fans are starting to realise, the public is starting to realise that she's sort of the brains behind the whole outfit. So she's sort of the one which is writing all of his material, and she's the real talent. So it's a little bit awkward. I think I can imagine their relationship's a little bit awkward because she's getting a lot of the good press at the moment and Thorne's getting a lot of the bad press. I can't see how that wouldn't sort of put strain on their relationship, which is a bit sad. But she is a 3-star celebrity. She's got a good reputation. She has got a couple of famed quirks. She's a juice enthusiastic, which is a bit of a weird one for me because at first I was thinking, oh cool, she's into like juicing and, you know, drinking like really healthy sort of smoothies and stuff. But then I was thinking, hang on, because juice in The Sims 3 can imply so many other things, like you can get your Sims juiced. So then I was thinking like, hang on a minute, that doesn't sound quite right. And then I went in and I read the sort of the description to this quirk, and it says celebrities that are juice enthusiasts find themselves always wanting a drink of juice. If they don't regularly drink juice, they'll slip into foul moods and will have a difficult time raising their fun, which to me sounds almost like she needs to get juiced to have fun, which is kind of like, it reminds me a little bit of like an alcoholic trait. So I'm not sure, but Octavia Moon might be an alcoholic, so I'm not sure what's going on there because she does have a good reputation. Maybe it's not sort of got out that she has this sort of reliance on juice, but that's really an interesting one that she's got. And the other one that she has is fan mail, so that means she gets sort of loads of post from her fans, not all of it good. Between Thorne and his stan and Octavia and her fan mail, I'm pretty sure that the house will be bombarded. So she is family oriented, she's good and she's creative, which I think are really good traits for her to have, which means that Orange will be her little darling because she's family oriented. I can imagine she's probably wanting another child, but at the same time there's all this strain on their relationship. It's interesting, like I can imagine her sort of really trying to make a relationship work, but at the same time Thorne is I can imagine him being quite envious of her. And yeah, I can't imagine him wanting another child at the moment. Like, he's enjoying his life, and I'm pretty sure he'll probably love his son, but I can imagine him not wanting a child at the moment. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that sort of dynamic would suit them? So Octavia also has the best-selling author aspiration, which makes her a muser. Yeah, I can just imagine her being a writer, actually. I can imagine her not wanting the limelight too much, but it's sort of coming to her anyway, because that sort of happens, doesn't it? When you're in the limelight, even if you try and sort of slope off into the background, people recognise you. If she's, going to all these red carpet events with Thorne, people will start to recognise her. So yeah, I can get that. She sort of probably doesn't want the attention too much, but it's sort of getting to her anyway. We are just doing a hot weather outfit at the moment, and I did go quite out there with it. I wanted her to sort of be the opposite of what Thorne was in this, to show sort of their opposite sort of reputations and personalities. So I did go quite drastically different with that. Let me know what you think of it. It's a little bit out there. It's a bit out of my comfort zone. I don't think I've ever used this skirt before, but I think it really suits her. I can only imagine a celebrity wearing it anyway, so that's what we did. And I keep using this lipstick as well, where you can sort of just see that little gap in her tooth, and I think it's so cute. And I give her as well this sort of long coat, which just I think suits her right down to the ground. So we've moved on to Orange now. He's a 2-star celebrity as well. He has a good reputation, but a little bit sad what I read was his fame quirk. He's a phone fanatic. So it says celebrities who are phone fanatics are addicted to checking their phones. Whenever they have spare time, you'll likely find them tapping away at their phone's screen. Occasionally they'll become tense if they haven't been entertained by their phone recently, which I think is a little bit sad because it's almost like the fame has affected him so early on in his young life. He's 13 days away from becoming a teen, so he's still quite young. And it also going back to the family bio, it says that his entire life of wanting for nothing makes him a bit naive. So I think maybe he's a little bit spoiled. I think the celebrity life probably isn't very good for him, being so young, being born into it. Yeah, I feel sad for him that he feels like he constantly has to check his phone in his spare time. Instead of spending it with his family, he's checking his phone instead. And it's kind of that repercussion from all of the fame and all of the attention. He sort of feels like he has to go within himself. So yeah, I do feel a little bit bad for Orange here. I do feel a little bit sad for him. But anyway, we are coming to the end now, so I'm going to leave you here. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all in the next Townie makeover. See you there. Bye!